The point that we're trying to point out to the commission is the money was paid. However, there was an outstanding amount that was supposed to be paid by Mr. Matlala.
We know that. So we know that story. You mean to the butchery?
Yes, Chair.
We know that story.
Yes.
I'm making a different point. Please address that different point.
Okay, if the Chair can please state it again, Chair. Maybe I misunderstood you.
I'm saying, Mr. Matlala says to the Brigadier, give me an account number, but not yours.
Yes.
And she does. He then deposits not into any account, but to the very account that the Brigadier gave him.
Yes.
So when she gave Mr. Matlala that account, she intended to receive money from that account.
Yes.
You are with me so far?
Yes.
When Mr. Matlala deposited that money into that account, he intended for her to receive or to get that amount. So my point is, the fact that fortuitously or somehow eventually she did not get that money, it should mean nothing. It should mean nothing. So the fact that she happens not to get it, I don't know where your questions take us.
Chair,
In fact, even her evidence in chief in this regard, I don't know where it takes us.
okay. Chair, we believe that there is, I'll put it to say that there is a misconception that the money was paid into the Brigadier's account for purposes of actually doing favors for Mr. Matlala.
I'm talking, I deliberately focus just on the first 100,000 rand.
Yes, Chair.
So now where's the misconception with regard to that first 100,000 rand? Where's the misconception, Mr. Shirinzo?
Chair, if she has not received the money...
So what? I'm sorry, I'm not being rude.
No, it's okay.
I'm not being rude.
It's okay, just seeking clarity, it's okay.
Yes.
So with the 100,000 rand coming into her account, Chair, she required the money for a specific function, and the money was never paid into her account, so she never received it. The 100,000 rand was never actually given to her.
But for, I'm trying to make a very simple point. I'm saying, but for Miss Mudiechi, what's the surname? Miss Mudiechi Kekana.
Yes.
But for Miss Mudiechi Kekana allegedly retaining the money, the Brigadier would have received it as she intended to.
Yes,
so I don't see where all of this is taking us.
Yes, Chair. But the other issue, Chair, is we're not supposed to only look at it from one point. We also need to understand as to why she was receiving the money and where the money was going to. So we cannot divorce the other part from the other part, Commissioner Chairperson. Hence, we're saying that there needs to be a pattern as to the money was received. She's not disputing that. However, it was not received into her account. She never received it for the purpose in which she intended it for. She testified that...
If you want to ask her or the Brigadier about the purpose for which she wanted the money, maybe ask those questions.
We were going
maybe ask questions relating to that, because I just do not see where the question you have asked thus far with regard to receipt of the money is taking us. I just don't see where that question is taking us.
We will ask that question, Chair.
Please go on and ask that question.
We'll do that, Chair.
Thank you.
Brigadier, when you requested the money from Mr. Matlala, what were you requesting the money for?
I was requesting it to pay a judgment that was on my name.
Okay. Were you able to pay off that judgment as a result of receiving money from Mr. Matlala, or the money paid into Osizwe?
No, I paid it using my own money,
Okay.
not any the money received from Mr. Matlala.
Okay. The commission spoke about the WhatsApp messages that you had sent to Mr. Matlala when you were requesting the money, and for lack of better words, how you were demanding it from him. The persistence you were demanding, the persistence in you demanding the money, and then you keeping quiet after the money was paid into Sizweni. The commission stated that, why did you not complain to Mr. Matlala that Mrs. Mudieri has taken the money that had been paid into account and not given it to you? Do you remember?
I did complain, or not complain, I did inform Mr. Matlala that I did not receive the money. It's just now in the commission, we are only dealing with the chats that comes from the phone of Mr. Matlala. But physically, when I was with him, I did raise it with him.
Okay. And then going back to your relationship with Mr. Matlala, it is common cause that he is or was the director of Medicare 24, am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And then during that time, when you're busy with or dealing with the Medicare contract, were there any other suppliers that you're busy with?
Were there any?
Any other suppliers that you're busy with, that you're assisting?
We had quite several contracts in our environments, and there were other service providers that I was also dealing with.
Sorry, I meant to say service provider, my apologies. Okay. And then you did mention in your testimony as to which service provider you were assisting. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was on my testimony. I can't remember the page number, but I did mention it on my testimony.
If you are aware of the page, please direct page and paragraph number, perhaps. Please direct the Brigadier.
I don't remember. I don't take it down with my head.
All right.
It will be on my affidavit number 17. Page 5, point number 17.
Please direct us to the relevant line.
That is, it is a norm when the contract are awarded, end users and contractor, stakeholder supplier engagement, meetings will be held with the appointed service provider. This practice is also in the occupational exposure surveillance, the OEL. We will engage the service provider for OEL, as well as the service provider for waste management, service provider for proficiency testing, and the service provider for personal protective equipment contract.
Okay. So, just to summarize your paragraph 17, am I correct to state that you are basically stating that you would assist other service providers?
I will assist them, and I was still assisting all these other service providers.
And in assisting these service providers, would you receive a financial benefit from them?
No, I will not.
So with you receiving money from Mr. Matlala so I'll take you back to page 92. There is, just want you to hold page 92. There is a transaction on the 21st on the 17th of July 2021. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Where it says friend allowance. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Would I be
It
correct?
shows that it's a friend.
Well, just to provide clarity to the commission and everyone, well, what kind of a friend?
It's a boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
It was a girlfriend allowance.
Oh, okay. So, I want us to separate the two. When you were receiving money from Mr. Matlala, were you receiving it as a favor were you receiving it as a payment for a favor done or for doing something for him, or were you receiving it as a girlfriend allowance?
No, I was receiving it as a girlfriend allowance. I did not do any favor for Mr. Matlala. This I was received as a boyfriend gifting a girlfriend.
And then you also mentioned that there was a debt that you needed to pay. How much was that debt?
The what, sorry?
The debt that you needed to pay.
It was
A judgment.
about